Hey, I'm the missionary. How did I get to be a missionary? It didn't happen overnight. You know, I grew up in a Christian home. Well, a home where we went to Sunday morning church, Sunday night church, Wednesday service, old school Christian church, yeah. And I learned a lot, but I didn't learn deeply. And when I was late teen, early 20s, I walked away. I walked away from God. I didn't want to have anything to do with Him, and I just wanted to follow what I wanted to do. Selfish. But you know, even in my selfishness, God protected me because He had a plan for my life. I know that now, and I've known it for about the last 20 years or so, which is great to know, and to have that comfort that He does have a plan for you, and for me, of course, still. I'll tell you what, I was so selfish that God had a hard time getting my attention, but He put me in a place of extreme humility. You know where that is? Where you have nothing, where you have no rights. That's prison. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 1 year, I was arrested in January. My son died from suicide in May. And by my birthday in September, I was locked up. Oh, they wanted quite a few years. But the mercifulness of God, He is merciful. I made a friend, and it was the secretary of the chaplain in the prison. And this was Hawaii. There were only 3 of us, white girls with blonde hair, Hallies there. So it was hard. It was really hard. And the only way I really made it is to say that I was going to kill myself, so they put me in isolation. And I stayed in isolation. The chaplain's secretary gave me a Bible, and I started reading it. I started doing some little studies. And I get back from the person who graded my studies, wow, this is the best we've ever had. Oh, I was so proud. But you know what? God was speaking to me through His Word, even King James. And one day, in the daytime, in my cell, I had a vision of Christ. I was on the beach. Hey, it was Hawaii. And Jesus was walking on the water toward me with His arms open, saying to me, was I going to follow Him, or was I choosing death? That was an easy decision. I decided to follow Him. And in His mercifulness, He allowed a motion of reconsideration, and I only ended up spending 13 long, hard weeks locked up. But the first day I was out, I went to the health food store, and guess what was playing? The Hallelujah chorus. It was fabulous. And that has been the tone of my walk with Him. I've never turned and walked back. I've just continued to go forward. And I'll tell you what, was that a dramatic change? I certainly hope that wouldn't happen to you. But right now, you know, I am S.E. Coleman, and I'm wondering, well, what's next?